Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Here we are. Happy 20th anniversary, Majora's Mask. Now, this game, I think I got this game, well, the N64 version anyway. The February, I think late February was the anniversary for the 3DS edition. So this is what you're looking at. But the N64 Classic came out April 26th or 27th of April. So this was one of those games, as CGR Undertow Derek would say, it's not the greatest game, but it was the coolest. And I agree. It took elements of Groundhog Day movie with Zelda elements. Now, you're seeing the cutscenes from the, redone through the 3DS from the N64. I was in four-year college. Trying to do, trying to get my schooling done, trying to get, figure out what I was supposed to do in a major. I have, let's see here, if you can see. This was my Game Boy Advance. Now I took that to school with me at Cal State, at a Cal State University. I was playing Oracle of Ages and Seasons at the time this game came out. Actually, this game came out 1 year later. But, I mean, that was all we had. Until Wind Waker came out, this was, the latest Zelda game. The latest Zelda craze. Let me see if I can show you in... Here's the game in 3D. Right? And there it is in 2D. So, I'll give it another minute, we'll start. So, this is beautiful. I mean, they redid everything here. So, you got the Skull Kid, who is a offshoot of the kid that you see, the Skull Kid that you see in Ocarina, that you're playing the Ocarina with in Ocarina of Time. He shows up here. Now, he's wearing this mask, and he's become corrupted. So, let's go ahead and start. I'll do my best. I'm on the second dungeon. I'm going to see what I'm going to do here. Oh, shit. What? Punch. Let's see. So, I'm trying to think about this. Is this the last day? So this is the Snowhead Temple. Very complex, lots of floors. I forgot exactly how I'm supposed to beat this level, because I kept rolling around, trying to find my way around through this shit. I'm using the new 3DS. Let me see what I got here for maps. Map, please. Let's see what I got here. I can usually see this map a lot better. This is second floor, first floor, third floor, fourth floor. It's really pretty. You can see all the things happening here in the, you can see the map, the large open scale area. So obviously you have to go to fourth floor, but I keep getting lost. So obviously the objective is go up to fourth floor. I've been trying to do that for hours. If I fail at this, I probably just won't save it. Because if I save it, then I have less time to fix this problem. I've never had to deal with the moon crashing on the town. Way back then and now. I think I got everything I was supposed to get. Let me see my inventory. So I have the pictograph box. I have almost another heart container, shield, sword. I conquered this guy. I have 2 of the 3 masks that you use to transform. Obviously, the Zora mask is coming up. This is, I think, a letter you're supposed to hand to somebody. This is the second ruby bag. All this stuff here. I think I told you I made a Zelda board game with the Game of Thrones Catan. So, yeah, that was fun. I'm trying to see if I can come up with a Superman board game. I have had no success. Now, with this timer here, I used the one of the Ocarina songs to slow down time so that we're not in a hurry to die. I'm just running about, to be honest with you. I mean, this was a precursor to Twilight Princess where, you know, Link had to turn into a wolf, and then you could change it to a wolf at will. What left is there? I mean, what could be the next Zelda game that they're coming up with? I mean, they could change anything from now to then. Let me see if I can... let me see if I can... Mass. I'll change for the into the other mass. This is the Bremen mass. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, this is like mods. Let's change it to the Deku. What? I need my damn stylus. Sorry about that. No. I can't. Where? What I was trying to do is piece of shit. That's what I was trying to do, was get it back over here. Actually, I'm just trying to figure this out. And then... All right. Fantastic. That was supposed to go there. I have to fuck up too many times to realize I couldn't go that way. The sad part about this is that when the days start over, you lose everything. What can you afford to lose? What do you want to keep? Turn. Oh, wait a minute. Return. I think it's this button. I forgot you could turn into a shell. What was the button to do the... There we go. That's it. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, so the next one that came after this one was Wind Waker. Then you had Minish Cap. Then the DS games. I think Skyward Sword came after the 2 DS games, which I do have. And I'll play sometime soon. Then we had Hyrule Warriors. Then Breath of the Wild. I was thinking of a Zelda game where you could have Link be a rock star, like a gothic heavy metal rock star. Zelda's the singer. You have a, you know, it's kind of like a play on Majora's Mask, where you have a Goron on drums, a Zora on everybody plays a musical instrument. You know, a Deku Scrub. Oh shit, we always got we have a few hours left. Obviously, I want to go up, 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 up to the top. I'm just running around. I have no idea exactly what I'm going to be doing here. Because I've covered like 90% of this dungeon. I just don't know how to get to the last boss. That's all I need to do. That's it. But I don't know how to do that. The Clone Wars, I was thinking about Star Wars. The Clone Wars is like the last good project left. I was writing a comments section that if Dave Filoni can figure out how to bring back Boba Fett from the Return of the Jedi, the Starlight Pit, then he'll be a really good writer. Yeah, you can see by the 4 hearts, you take fall damage, of course. But I mean, the first arc is a retelling of the Bad Batch with the unfinished graphics. They took it down from Disney. I think Crystal Crisis on Utapau is still on YouTube. All 4 episodes if you want to see it. The only reason Dave Filoni won't bring those episodes back is because of the Saw Gerrera arc from Season 4 that contradicts it. But it was much more funnier to see the battle droids get zapped with the Death Star lasers than anything. It was fun to see the Death Star kind of cross over with the prequels. I'm like the Death Star wasn't there, but you could tell that the Death Star, the giant Kyber crystal was, that's how the Death Star was powered. That's how you learned. And it was crossing over with Episode 3 with the Utapau planet. So the second arc is kind of stupid, but the third arc is the one that everybody should watch because it crosses over with Revenge of the Sith. But anyway, on the Superman game, I can only make a board game. But there should be one. I have a role-playing game that's like Dungeons and Dragons. But because of the way it is, most of these... Yeah, well, that's not where I want to go. Because that way... Yeah, most of these enemies are conquered. If I get to about 18 to 20 minutes, I'll put a stop to this, or if I get tired. Yeah, this is the other side. Yellow, green, red. What haven't I done yet that I need to do to get through this game? That way? That link's over there. No pun intended. Yeah, to see it, maybe like a musical band where Link is a gothic heavy metal guitarist. And then, like, instead of Hyrule, or Hyrule is a destroyed city, like post-apocalypse. And that maybe you use a mood ring, or you use Smellivision, or some sort of weird peripheral. Because it's not enough to make pretty graphics, you have to do a Nintendo thing, where you're using some sort of thing that's like, okay, but imagine using this. Because there are games that you could stick suction cups to your forehead and you can control a character with your mind. Forget the hands. Like, your hands are free and you can control Mario or Link with your mind. That's the game Nintendo wants to make. Or using smell-o-vision, like you smell odors. Or like you can, by talking, like right now I'm talking, right? Talking controls your character. Like an advanced version of Hey You Pikachu. That's the game Nintendo wants. Nintendo doesn't want just, pretty graphics and PlayStation 5 technology. They want something more innovative. Toys mixed with games. That's how they always do it. Okay, I'm running around in circles. The objective is to go up. Oh, shit. I'm just gonna take him head on. Okay, got arrows. What should I do here? Oh, it might be a... If I have a hook shot... Let's see what I got here. Nope. Or maybe, yeah. Let's see. Nope. Can't get out of this one. It helps to know if what you're doing here. This is the 6th. Let me think about that. This is the 6th game in the series. So the first game was The Legend of Zelda 86. Then The Adventures of Link. The Adventures of Link, which was Part 2. Zelda 2, Adventures of Link. Let me see. Mass. Okay. Then the third game was A Link to the Past. Then Link's Awakening, then Ocarina of Time, and then this one. Yeah, because Gorons can go through the lava. Alright. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere. This is hard. But we'll see. Maybe I can come up with a great... See, somewhere in that role-playing game is a good Superman game. I just got to figure out how to do the mechanics right. It's an old role-playing book from '86. Because I was thinking of Rocksteady's game being canceled by, Warner Brothers. The main problem with that game was that maybe they didn't have any original ideas. But you have to understand, too, when Rocksteady outsourced their game for Arkham Knight for PC, they outsourced it. They had somebody else work on the PC version to put it out there. And the problem was when you try to put it in your processor, the game was slow. The game would freeze up like every other time. Like if you picked Catwoman, like when Angry Joe picked Catwoman in Arkham Knight, the game would immediately lock up and freeze. So it's like, well, that didn't help any matters, did it now? This is where all the icicles fall down. Okay. So there were problems with that game running on PC, and that didn't help matters for that didn't help anything. So for that reason, and I think for the reason that maybe they didn't have like all the bugs figured out for Superman, maybe that's why Warner Brothers said no. Warner Brothers isn't exactly a bunch of saints either. If you remember Shadow of War, the Elder Scrolls, they wanted a lot of microtransactions in there. It's like, what are you thinking? How are you any better for snubbing Rocksteady because you don't want you don't want bad game production, but then you go for microtransactions. Okay, I think I'm going to call it quits with this one. But my last thoughts is this game, it's literally like a video game in itself. You have the 3 days, you start over and over and over, and you can get it right the next time. You're going to lose all your stuff, your rubies, your bombs, your arrows, not your mass. You keep your mass. You can put your money in the town before the day's end, but this is it's a great game. This one you can get for like less than $20 on eBay or Amazon if you have a 3DS. That's why you never throw away your old systems, if you can use them to play the new ones. I'm thinking of getting Ace Attorney. I've never played those, but anyway. Tomorrow will be Metal Gear Peace Walker. I'll see how well I do in that. All right, take care.